Welcome to the Shell Lake Art Center. How's everyone tonight? All right. We are so delighted that you're here at the Art Center for this magical concert. This is really a treat to see everybody here. Hello to all the students who are here. And hello to all the, yes, for all the programs going on this week. And hello to all of you who are family and friends of theirs, and to everyone from the community and all of our supporters. My name is Greg Keel. I'm a longtime member of the Shell Lake family, if you will. I was here for several years of accredited college instruction back in the mid-1970s, and then I became a counselor here, and eventually joined the jazz faculty starting in 1983, and I am a longtime jazz program director here, and I'm now on the Shell Lake Art Center Board of Directors, which is a real honor to be working with both artists and all of our supporters and our great team of Board of Director members and everyone in the office. But I have to tell you, there was an amazing moment in the summer of 1982 when Down Expera and Daryl Lederman got together to figure out that a tribute to the big bands was going to be a great addition to the programming here. So 41 years ago, this summer, the first tribute to the big bands, which was actually a battle of the big bands between two bands, took place here at the Art Center. And with the 1 year exemption for the pandemic, it's been going 41 years, literally 40 years, I guess, as of tonight, consistently, as a great salute to the music of the big band era. Yeah, you can applaud. And also a salute to the great sounds of jazz. And this is done for the community. It's also done as a support vehicle for the Arts Center. So this is just a wonderful opportunity to have you join us. In the mid-1980s, CBS News from New York came here to shoot for the Charles Corral CBS Sunday morning show. Unfortunately, it didn't happen because television and film was in the midst of a writer's strike and production strike, just like is happening this summer. But I remember seeing on Daryl Lederman's desk the preliminary script from CBS, and after being here for a few days observing this wonderful institution, they said, the Shell Lake Art Center is a national treasure. And it certainly is. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2023 Shell Lake Art Center Faculty Jazz Orchestra, led by none other than a veteran member of the faculty, the jazz faculty here. And I had the absolute pleasure to work with Bill Sears for decades here, and he's the most inspirational teacher, performer in every way, and he has meant the world to this place and to me and so many generations. So would you please greet the Shell Lake Art Center Jazz Faculty Orchestra, and conducted by Bill Sears.
We'll start when Greg's ready. see if I can remember everybody. We have Kavi Kavaraj on piano. Chris Olson on guitar. Dave Strong on alto saxophone. You got Riley, right? Riley Helgeson. And the one and only, the inimitable, the indomitable, Greg Keel. Well, it's just great to be here in the Darrell Aderman Auditorium presenting this concert again, and I look out and I see some faces of people I remember from many years ago. And as Greg said, 1982, right, is when this particular program began. And we used to have, back there, there's a stage back there. We used to have two big bands. How many of you were here? Okay, yeah. So you guys can tell the story. Yeah. But we had two big bands set up on the stage up there. And one was led by Dominic Spira, a longtime trumpet faculty member here from the very beginning of the Art Center in 1968 up until maybe about 12, 13 years ago. I think Dominic was still coming on occasion. And the other band was led by Greg Keel. It was a group that he was living in Eau Claire, called the Water Street Big Band. They played at a bar in Water Street on a weekly basis, right? Yeah. And so we had this set up there, and we would have these two bands on the stage. Our band would play, our faculty staff band that Dominic always raked with all kinds of ringers. He was calling up all of his former trumpet students from Eau Claire who weren't already playing in Greg's band and saying, "Church, you got to play in my band." And so he'd have this band, we'd have this great band on our side, and Greg's band would be over here, and we'd play a tune, and they'd play a tune, and we'd play a tune, and they'd play a tune, and the concert started at 7, and it ended at about 10:30. And Dominic he was brutal to us. I mean, we would rehearse like 3 times, 4 times, and we'd start after teaching all day, and we'd still be here at midnight. And we're supposed to be up teaching the next day, you know. Well, normal people would go ahead and just go home and go to bed after that rehearsal, but we're not normal people. But we did that, and so tonight's the complete opposite of that. We spent about 75 minutes this afternoon putting this program together, so it doesn't need to be much. But I was here playing in the band and teaching at that time. I started, I'll tell a little bit more about that later. Played in that band starting then in 1982. And I was here continuously until 2009, and I took about 10 years off and came back 1 year in 2019, and we did this concert back then. And then have made one more trip back to Shell Lake for a different program. But it's just nice to be able to do this once again and have this great band. So thank you all. A lot of guys drove up just to help to fill in, because we have 6 faculty members this week. So only 6 of us are on the faculty. In fact, all the faculty members this week, stand up. We've got Kavi, Jeremy, Dave Schneider, myself, Riley, and Scott. We have 6 people working with the students this week. Anyways, that last tune is associated with the Duke Ellington Orchestra. It was actually written by Duke's son, Mercer. And he wrote that in like 1941, saying things ain't what they used to be. What would he be saying now? The next piece that you see listed on your program, we're not going to be performing, because when I got to the rehearsal, I opened up my part, which is an important one, and it was missing 2 pages of the music. So, but that's all right. You can pretend that Woody Herman was here tonight. And we're going to continue by featuring Phil Ostrander, a longtime faculty member here for the Jazz Combo and the Trombone Workshop from UW Eau Claire, on the Tommy Dorsey theme song of "I'm Getting Sentimental Over You" in a new arrangement. actually a collaboration between he and his tenor saxophonist, Ben Webster, who was a star soloist. The melody for the tune kind of comes from Duke and Ben Webster together, but there's this beautiful saxophone section in the middle, what we call a soli. It's like a improvised solo that's orchestrated out for 5 saxophones. And was Ben Webster is the one who wrote that, and Ellington orchestrated it. So this is Cottontail. In 2001, we started the combo camp here around 1995 or 96, somewhere around there. So we did a couple, 2-3 weeks of the big band focus camp for the students, and then small group improvisation days. And it was in 2001, in the summer of 2000, the 7 faculty members on the combo camp, we decided we'd like to make a recording because we were enjoying playing together. In fact, Steve Zenz is out here somewhere. Where's Steve? Back there. Steve Zenz was playing drums. And we made this, just in casual conversation, said, yeah, we're playing really well together, all this kind of stuff. Why don't we make a recording? So that was in the summer of 2000. Or, I don't know if it was then or whether it was the summer of 2001, but so we decided, okay, we'll gather together and let's see what we can come up with. And 3 of the members of the group, myself, trombonist Brent Wallerad, and the guitar player at the time, Bob Ferrazza, we each agreed to write 3 original compositions to record an album. And we went to Chicago in November of 2011, so just 2 months after the strikes, in the air strikes in New York City. And we were all even just a little bit cautious, and I remember driving into Chicago and looking at those buildings and thinking, oh my goodness. But so the 7 members of the faculty gathered for 2 or 3 days in Chicago and recorded, and we did these original compositions. And the main reason you play original compositions on records is because you don't want to pay royalties to the people who wrote the other ones. So I had written this tune, and I had no title for it, and I had written this tune. I was downstairs in my piano and working on this, and I finally got it, after a week or so of these ideas swimming around, I had this simple little funny, funky tune in my head, and got it down. And I came upstairs, and we had a little puppy, golden retriever, and I said, "Where's Ernie?" and Ernie couldn't be found. And we got about an acre of woods in the back of our house, and all of a sudden, here comes Ernie running out of the woods with his ears flapping, and he had been rolling in something. And, so this tune became Ernie's Run.
One, two,
David Smallberger on the drum. Thank you.
Not just any old drummer could do that.
Mike Roth on the alto saxophone. Scott Edstrom on trombone. Jeff Wrights on the baritone saxophone. Riley Helgeson on solo trumpet and lead trumpet there. On pickup, Dizzy Gillespie's Monty.
One, two, one, two.
Thank you so much. That was, of course, the theme song of the Count Basie Band called 1 O'Clock Jump. A slightly updated arrangement. It did sound quite like that in 1936. Your names because some of them is the first time I've ever met them. But we have one of our counselors playing in the trumpet section, Suda Schultz. And this is Griffin Loudermilk. Aiden Buck. And you've met Riley Helgerson, our jazz company. And we have Chris Kane. And Matt. No, right?
Matt Fitzgerald.
Matt Fitzgerald. Yeah, that's one of our counselors. Adam Beaver on drama. Scott. Oh God, Scott Agster. Have you think about that? Our trombone instructor, Phil Ostrander. Our saxophone, Jeff Rice. Greg Peel. Mike Watt. Dave Strong, who's the head of the music department at Street Music in the Twin Cities. Yeah. And he'll be back here. Students, he'll be back here on Friday with a display of instruments and accessories and such that you can check out. We have Kavi Kavaresh, our new piano teacher. And our brand new, first time ever teaching with us here at Shell Lake, Jeremy Betcher on the bass. Chris Olson, long contractor member, and David Schmallinger. Again, thank you for being here this evening. It's just been our distinct honor and privilege to be able to present this music for you tonight. And so we have to, I think it's written into my contract that this concert has to close with Sing, Sing, Sing.